Was that a good Hulk? No, that was a really bad Hulk. Wow, that was a really, really bad Hulk. Holy shiznit. Avengers, the original one that came out in 2012, the movie that brought together all five movies before it, because it was Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Captain America, the first Avenger. It brought them all together to create one big movie, to create the Avengers, and this is what we got. And holy crap, was this movie awesome. It's still awesome. There's people that complain about this movie and that the beginning is too slow. No, I think this movie, from start to finish, is awesome. The beginning is great because it builds up the characters. Everyone in this movie has an important role and scene in this movie. There's not really a lead character. Everyone's a lead character. There is no such thing as just supporting characters in this movie. Even someone like Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury is a lead character. Phil Coulson is a lead character. Everyone in this movie is a lead character. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is awesome in this movie. Shocker, he's had 2 movies already that he was great in. No surprise there. Chris Hemsworth as Thor is great in this movie. Shocker, we had 1 movie before that where we saw that he's awesome. Chris Evans as Captain America, he's awesome. No shock there. He already had his own movie, that was great. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, we saw her in Iron Man 2. I personally felt like she was just kind of a hot girl. In this, she's more than just a hot girl. She's still very hot, don't get me wrong. But she kicks ass, and it's awesome. Hawkeye, he had a small cameo in Thor. I still think he has a lot to do here. Is he the greatest out of all the Avengers? No, he's probably the weakest and the nothingness. He does the least in this movie. He's a zombie for most of it, which was actually something that the actor Jeremy Renner complained about, and part of the reason why he had a bigger role in Age of Ultron. That's what I love most about this movie, is that everyone really feels like they have an important role. Everyone is given something to do. Everyone has a bit of a character arc in this movie. We also have someone new to the cast, Mark Ruffalo. He plays the new Bruce Banner, the new Hulk. He was recast for Edward Norton in The Incredible Hulk. And he's my favorite Hulk. And it's not just because he's from Wisconsin. That's right. The Incredible Hulk's from Wisconsin, Kenosha. Not far from where I live. Anyways, Mark Ruffalo does a great job as the Hulk. The few scenes that we have with him as Hulk are amazing. Hulk jumping up after Cap says Hulk smash. Hulk after he punches Thor out of frame. Hulk beating up Loki, puny god. Speaking of, let's talk about Loki. Loki is a great villain for this. He's just a great villain, period. I just reviewed the 5th episode of Loki. Loki's just an interesting character, and he is a really great villain. The fact that he's brothers with Thor, he's a great villain for this first movie of the Avengers. And what this movie does great, that something like Iron Man 2 did not do great, was still set up things for other movies down the line, but it just did it a little better. The post-credit scene setting up Thanos 10 movies from now, more than that, was way better than anything that ever happened in Iron Man 2, setting up the Avengers. All the action sequences in this movie are great. The special effects still hold up. This movie is almost 10 years old now. Next year, it's going to be 10 years old. 10 years old. God, I feel old. I'm old. Wow. 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 The Owen was... Wow. What was I talking about? Anyways, the Avengers. The action in this movie is amazing. The special effects hold up 10 years later. There's a lot of great action set pieces. There's the fight between Iron Man and Thor and Captain America. That's really awesome. There's the whole fight on the helicarrier. There's the entire last hour of this movie where they're doing the battle in New York, fighting the Chitauri, fighting Loki. This movie is just great and fun. If you want to watch a fun movie, this is a fun movie to watch. And yes, there are those people that say the first half is boring. I disagree. I love seeing where Tony's at, where Thor is at, where Loki is at, where all these characters have been, what they've been doing, where they're at. Bringing them together was all interesting. Their opening sequences of where we first meet them since the last time we saw them is great. I think this movie is amazing. The cinematography, the acting, the fight choreography, the special effects, the score is so good. Everything about this movie is great. Sound editing, sound mixing. I could go on for days of how... I could go on for days at how great this movie is. I don't see anything wrong with this movie. I just love it so much. Everything just ties together really well. They hate each other at first, they come together. They're the Avengers. It's awesome. It's amazing. If you're not a comic book person, then yeah, you're probably not going to like this movie. Yes, there is a big beam that goes up to the sky, opens up, and lets in aliens, and yeah. We've seen it before, but it's fun. And it actually has good characters, unlike, other movies, like the Transformers movies. And it doesn't have stupid, dumb dialogue or stupid, dumb things like a robot peeing on a human being, like the Transformers. I don't got much more to say. This movie's just fun. It's awesome. It's amazing. All the characters come together. Everyone's like the main character. Everyone has a point in this movie. This movie's perfect. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So, hopefully I'm going to have 2 more reviews coming in the next 24 hours. Captain America the Winter Soldier, Avengers Age of Ultron. I already have my Captain America Civil War review up. And then tomorrow I'm seeing Black Widow. Let me know what you thought of the original Avengers. Do you think it's boring? Comment down below. We'll see you soon.